All right. Good morning, everyone. Welcome back, guys. Happy Monday, everyone. Good morning. Good morning. Let me see here, guys. Good morning, everyone. Let me get these over here. There's a bit of an echo. Sorry, guys. 2 seconds. Why is there an echo? There we go. All right. You guys on Zoom? I don't know why you cannot see me. You guys on Zoom? Is my video working? It just looks like a blank screen to me. No, it's working. You can see me. No, on YouTube. Cool. Awesome. Can't see, but it looks on. Yeah, for me, my camera is showing that it's grey. Is it working? All right, sorry, Zoom guys, you don't get to see me today. I'll try and fix it in a second. But good morning, guys. Welcome back. Happy Monday, everyone. Hope everyone had a great weekend. Gold is Cancer Fan YouTube. Thank you, man. Thank you, Bruno. Good morning, everyone. Just the charts. Yeah, cool, man. All good. No worries. All good. Welcome back, everyone. Happy Monday, guys. Hope everyone had a good weekend. Ready for another good week in the markets. We got gold to over $5,000, which is historical. Absolutely insane. Big gap up of the markets here on gold. Lots of news over the weekend. Breaking even back above 50.50 and already tagging 5100, which is crazy. So gold is absolutely on the move here, guys. So we'll adjust these key levels a little bit, and I'll have a look at the reasons as to why gold has moved so much over the weekend. Let me just bring some of these levels up here, guys. It's like it seems like every day we're adjusting these levels. Asia had some huge pushes today. Any of you guys get the Asia longs? Good morning, Nam. Good morning. Good morning, guys. Good evening from New Zealand. Hey, Glenn. Nice. Taking a week off from the Brisbane hot weather. Nice, Nice, Glenn. How long have you been? A week in New Zealand, man? Whereabouts in New Zealand are you? New Zealand's beautiful, man. Enjoy. Very sad news about the landslides that happened in New Zealand. Chart's a bit late. Pre-London pushed all-time highs. Yeah, nice. Yep. Auckland, nice, Glenn. Nice. Got the pre-London move. Nice. Yeah, I saw that. That was a great trade, man. The nice buys up here with some targets to the left. 5:30 London time. Great trade. Really good trade. And yeah, silver hasn't hit as high as gold has. Nice. Andy got some good longs. Nice, man. Where'd you get it from? Like around here too? From longs around here? Longs around like 4:30 to 5:30 are really nice. Yep, nice. Andy, nice. Great trade, man. And you guys are getting the pre-London trades already. Now, before we do anything, guys, let's have a look at the news for the week. See what we got for the week ahead. Australia Day today, so it's a AUD bank holiday. And Monday the 26th is the final trading week of the first month of 2026 as well. So what do we have? We have nothing today, and this is scheduled in news. We still have a lot of upcoming news like we had over the weekend. But in terms of scheduled news, we have nothing today, nothing Tuesday. Wednesday, we have some Australian dollar CPI. We have federal funds rates on Wednesday, 7 p.m. And we have FOMC statements and press conference. So Wednesday is going to be a big day this week, guys. Wednesday, 7 o'clock London time. And then on Thursday, unemployment claims as always. And then the final trading day of January. Friday the 30th, we do have PPI at 1:30 London time pre-New York. So it's a pretty active week in the markets. Wednesday onwards is going to be the real big movers. Obviously, today, tomorrow, there's no scheduled in news. Although there's no scheduled in news, we've still seen some big news over the weekend, and that's why you've seen gold gap up and have that huge push. So although there's no scheduled in news yet, we could still get some big moves in the markets. Yeah, I was watching this too, Sean. Yeah, I really like this actually. Morning, Eric. Good morning, David. Good morning, man. Welcome back. Now, obviously, as we know, guys, gold's overall very bullish. We just had this big wick rejection of all-time highs to the left and 5100. But look at this 30-minute. What did this 30-minute just do? 30 minutes came down, tagged lows, and closed bullish. So is there a potential buy on a bit of a wick fill here? Personally, I think so. Like I said, you know, I don't want to be... I certainly don't want to be selling gold. Gold's so bullish. Fundamentally, gold's bullish. Gold's continued to break all-time highs time after time again. So, you know, if I'm going to be wrong buying gold, I'm pretty happy to be wrong buying gold. So we'll see if we can find some support and take this higher. Was there any? I actually did see that some people got some from a couple of months ago. Personally, I didn't. Silver. Now, silver does look a bit nicer than gold, just because we're not at all-time highs, and you're buying at some nice support. So you can see here on silver, 30-minute time frame, 30-minute also came down, tagged the lows, held VWAP, and closed bullish. You got one free comment. Nice. I don't think I did, man. No, I don't believe I did. I don't think I did. So yeah, silver potential longs, gold potential longs, and we'll look at some other markets as well. I do like this silver long because you kind of had this nice push up here, but you haven't ripped that much, and you still have price action to the left. So silver does look nice. Look at this. Previous hourly tagged highs, closed bearish. Current hourly pre-London tagging lows and closing bullish. Now we have to remember, silver does move very big. Silver moves very, very, very big. So if we are going to trade silver, if we're going to trade silver, then, you know, we do want to refine it a little bit, because even at 1 micro, the stops on silver can be pretty big. I'd be more comfortable seeing if we could continue to buy gold. Take a look at NQ. Yep, absolutely, man. We can take a look at NQ. Absolutely. Let me just see here. Yeah, we can take a look at NQ for sure. Let's see. I just want to see where could we potentially get in this Goldie long, because you're kind of at some pretty decent support right here. Pretty decent support. All-time high target. Seeing if you can get another leg higher. Now, my only concern with gold is, are we potentially forming a bit of a head and shoulders here to maybe come down and grab some of this trend line? Maybe. So I kind of want to see how we're going to react around here on the lower time frame, or maybe we get a nice 50 morning star play to see if we can take this higher. Would I take gold up into new all-time highs? Probably not. I would just play gold maybe into this resistance, back up into 5100. But we'll see. We got this 15-minute close coming in 2 minutes here. So let's just wait for that first 15 close of our session here. Start my XFA, 50k XFA today, and I also have a new 50k combine. Would you advise to copy trade? Personally, not. I personally wouldn't. I would just say, just focus on one or the other. Focus on one or the other, because if you take a loss, your mind automatically relates it to losing double the amount. So then you kind of go down that psychological rabbit hole. Again, depending on what level you're at. Is it your first 50k account? Have you ever had payouts? If you never really had payouts before, personally, I would just focus on the one. You can scale as you progress, but for now, I would just focus on the one. Yes, I like this trade, David. This is a very nice trade, man. Yes, I would probably look to manage. Yeah, personally, I would see how this 30 minutes going to close. 30-minute closure on silver is also going to give you that hourly candle closure. Previous hourly tagged highs closed bearish, tagged lows closing bullish. So, I mean, as long as there's hourly close like this on silver, to me this looks good. I actually think this is now looking nicer than Goldie. Let me just make sure we're on the micros here, because silver does move very big. Yeah, this is nice. So, if we can see silver in the next 15 candle come down, bit of a liquidity wick, grab some lows, I'm gonna look for a silver long. Yeah, me too, Sean. Me too. Goldie 15 is going to close bearish, and we know Goldie's not going to turn around out of nowhere, so you're going to have to wait for a bit of a 15-minute fake out. London Open on gold. So we'll see if silver shapes up for us. Let's see. NQ, yep. Let's have a look. Let's have a look at NQ. We got London Open in about 15 minutes here as well, guys. So let's get rid of some the old analysis here on NQ. How did we close last week? Let's have a look. So, oh, look at that. Beautiful, beautiful wick rejection. Look at this. Looks just like a pretty perfect morning star play here. You guys remember last week we were speaking a lot about these morning star plays, evening star plays. Well, look at this last week on NQ. Look how this week opened, had a huge sell-off, massive, massive sell-off, and then right before the week close, we wicked all the way back above. Like that's a huge, huge, huge weekly wick rejection there on NQ. Look at that, absolutely massive. 600-point wick rejection. So I would be looking to buy buy NQ. Buying off that 25,500 would have been a lovely buy, or even buying the current weekly flip. Now, what could you see coming into, get rid of these levels from last week? Look at this, right at market open, big gap down, big liquidity grab, massive hold of 25,500, and a big push up here. A really, really, really big push up. So I would be looking for NQ to this week come all the way back up into maybe even 26,000. That would be a great push on NQ. Now, in terms of what could you see for, had a bit of a gap on silver, really. Let's have a look. As soon as we get a bit of a bottom wick on silver, is it just going to push? It may just push. I don't want to buy this high, though. Yeah, silver is looking pretty nice. I want to see silver, this 15 come down for a bit of a grab before we can jump in. It does look the nicest opportunity right now. 15 close on gold, bearish, so no buys on gold just yet. I think gold will sell off a little bit more. So yeah, NQ, I would love to continue buying. Again, in terms of London session, maybe you either range or pull back a little bit, because you've already had this. This is a very, 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 very big move. Look at this, already back up. That's not even from the lows. From the lows, we're back up. Where are we? 336 points. Like, that's huge. So I would expect a little bit of a range, or maybe even pull back a little bit in London. You know, you'd expect if we're going to see NQ to have that big run up, you know, even back up into 25,750, you'd want to see a bit of a liquidity wick before then you could see. So I would be seeing if either NQ is either going to range or liquidate some highs to get a bit of a pullback. Personally, I wouldn't want to be buying this high. Thoughts on the shooting star on the 30-minute? If you mean the one here at 6:30, I believe that's what a shooting star is. Let me see. Where is that big wick rejection? Yeah, this one. I think you mean this one here at 6:30. I mean, this is usually a good reversal sign. However, look at this candle here. So you kind of had this big liquidity wick, massive rejection of 5,100. You liquidate all-time highs. However, look what the next 30-minute candle did. And the next 30-minute came down, hit 30-minute lows, and closed bullish. So personally, I wouldn't see this as a short. Personally, I wouldn't be shorting that. That's what happens on gold, especially at all-time highs. You know, you get these big wick rejections, and you just keep filling it in. So personally, I'm looking for a bit of a wick fill into this 6:30 candle here on gold. So I'm watching my other screen here to see if we can find some support to continue buying. Because that was a strong... And again, look at this on the 5-minute. You know, you see this... Where are we? This is why sometimes the 5-minute can be a bit deceiving. You see this massive push up and then huge push back down. And then this looks like a bit of a correction to keep selling off. However, you look at your high time frame candle closures. Well, look at that 30-minute close. That's much more important than the 5-minute. You just had a big breakout. So there could be potential gold longs. Let me go back to silver. I wouldn't miss silver either. What do we want to see on silver? Yeah, silver I'd want to see a bit of a liquidity, because it would have been very, very, very nice to be buying silver here at 7:15. Sorry, not 7:15. Yeah, 7:15, right? This 7 o'clock open. Tagged lows, held view up, closed bullish. Fake out buy right there. Nice, Callum, nice. Joined the party a bit late. Took a long about an hour ago. Left the charts in profit. Good start to the week. Yeah, amazing, Callum. Good work, man. Execute and let the charts do their thing. That's what we like to see, man. That's what we like to see. Goldie is trying to find some support here. It's a little bit tough because the 15 did just close bearish. Again, I don't want to watch the 15 too much. But you're very far away from VWAP on gold. It's my only concern for gold. VWAP's just that, you know, support of the day so far. You're very, very far away. Very far away. It's a pretty decent 5-minute close there. What's the stops like here on Goldie? Let me see. Might see if I can give these a little bit of a risky gold buy into this hourly open here on into London. Let's see. I want to see if this I'm only taking a 2 micro long here on gold. I want to see if this 30-minute can start flipping back bullish. Let me make this MGC and we'll make this where are we? Too many screens now. We'll make this GC. This can be our clean naked chart price action, and this can be our trade. So I want to see if this 30-minute here on gold can confirm this fake out and start to drive higher. So I'm trying to buy into this London Open in 10 minutes. See if you get that big push into the hourly close. If not, you can manage pretty quick. If we close bullish on the hourly on gold, then cool. I can take a little bit more. But as it stands right now, to me, buying gold makes the most sense. Silver again, silver. London Open. I want to see a bit of a liquidity wick. It's about here. Because look at this 30-minute huge wick rejection. Tagged the lows, closed bullish. Came back down for a nice bottom wick. So if this 30 can start to flip bullish, we could get that nice drive into the hourly close. And I see even still that hourly's still going to break out. So maybe a bottom wick on the next hourly, as long as it holds above, maybe you get another entry. Yeah. Silver, I'm watching silver here on my other chart. Silver looks a little bit messy where it is right now. I do think silver needs that nice 15 grab. We got London Open in 8 minutes here, guys. London Open 8 minutes. If you do break back below on gold, where could you come to target the downside? You could come for a bit of a trend line grab here. But again, I'm not short on gold, so I'm not really looking to take that trend line. But I will manage as soon as you hit these highs. If you hit these highs, fail to close above, then you could come and target the trend line. If we hit these highs and close above, great. I will see if we can take this higher. But if we just wick the highs, then that could be a bit of a liquidity grab to then pull back a little bit more. Although gold is overall very bullish, we are still pretty high right here. Where did you take your long from, Callum? Did you take it from down here? The pre-London buy? Looks like quite a few of you got them pre-London buys, which was a great trade. A really, really good trade. Let me change this to ticks. Where are we? We've got London Open in 6 minutes as well, hey guys. 6 minutes on Goldie. See if, to be fair, London Open might not do very much. And then so we could still get trades, but might not do that much considering we've already moved so much there before London's even opened. Place the trade before driving to work. Yeah, nice, nice. It was a great trade, man. Great trade. At 5:30. Yep, 5:35. So around after this one, around here. It was a great trade, man. Really good trade, man. 6:30, 30-minute close doji. This one, man. This one. Oh yeah, sorry. Would I buy this candle after this candle closed doji? I would, probably because the hourly is looking perfect. I think it's more so what this trade would be around. So when I see this 5:30 candle come down, grab lows, hold support, yeah, I'd be buying this 6 a.m. candle time candle all day long. All day long. Although 30-minute close doji, I think that 30-minute close in doji is probably what brings in most sellers. People see that closed doji, they go short, risk off the all-time high. So yeah, to me that is more reason to see gold push up. I actually think that's yeah, more reason to see it go up. So yeah, personally I would, because I think this trade's mainly based off the hourly time frame. I kind of saying as long as you don't close back below any of this area, yeah, to me it looks good to hold. I think buying from down here, a little bit risky, but buying from anywhere around here once that hourly closes bullish, or maybe even buying from here. Yeah, very, very nice. Took the 30-minute fake out. Nice, nice, nice. Looks like a lot of you guys did take that 30-minute fake out, which is a great trade. You took it from, where you take it from, man? This one here. Up into the all-time highs. How many ticks was that? Yeah, nice. Yeah, great trade, man. Great trade. How many ticks was that? 200 ticks. Like, that's huge. 200 ticks in, you know what, an hour? It's like, man, that's a great pre-London trade. If Goldie could give me something similar, that'd be amazing. I may close this if we don't drive soon, because that hourly candle, I think, could maybe come down for a steeper bottom wick. So I may have to let it breathe a little bit. We'll see. We'll see. Yep. Yeah, exactly, man. Yep. It was a perfect hourly morning star play, which we were speaking about all last week as well. Although it kind of happened before maybe some of us were able to jump on. And this right here was a perfect hourly morning star. Look at that. Perfect hourly morning star where? Right at that VWAP as well. Right at this previous resistance. With all-time high targets. Like that's a perfect trade right there. Perfect buy. 6 a.m. London time. If you guys did take that trade, that was a fantastic trade. Really good trade. That's a trade we want to put that in the journal. What made that trade so nice? Overall gold being so bullish. I'm just gonna wait for London Open, hey guys. I'm just gonna wait. Closing at $30. I want to wait for this London Open. I was hoping we'd drive already, but we're stalling, so I'm just gonna wait. What made that trade so nice? Overall gold very bullish, fundamentally very bullish. New all-time highs. You have big trend line coming down. Hourly morning star where? At a previous breakout level. You also have the VWAP. 30-minute fake out. Man, so many reasons to take this trade up here. Like, that was a perfect trade. Even if you just took it from, you know, maybe even here to here. 100 ticks. Still, great trade. So I'm just going to wait for London Open here, guys. Because I do think, so to me, long still look nice here. However, I do believe this hourly is probably going to come down for a bit of a steep wick first before taking this higher. So rather than, I was hoping we'd get a nice push into the hourly close, but rather than sitting in this, let's wait for this bottom wick to happen and then try and give our trade another chance. So I closed at basically break even now. I just want to wait to wait till this London session is going to open. Yep. Nice climb. Yep. Never used VWAP before using this strategy, but this morning it lined up great with the 30-minute wicks. Yes, that's it, man. You don't want to use, you know, VWAP randomly or as like a, you know, like it has to bounce off VWAP. But, you know, if you see a morning star play at VWAP with all-time high targets, it's just like that great added confluence. So it just helps you with the And again, this is kind of why gold's a little bit, again, if we buy as high as we are now, we do have to be over aggressive with the management, because look how far away that VWAP is. And look how many times you get this far away, you pull right back to it. So with this far away, could you pull right back to it? Maybe. I just don't want to short gold because we're so overall bullish. But if we could pull back, great, I'll just keep buying. But my thought process is now here on gold. We've got this London Open coming up right now, guys. Let's see. So hourly just closed bullish, which is nice. We're breaking back above. Wait, let's do this on the on our high time frame chart. So let's go here. Hourly just closed nice and bullish. We're breaking back above after having this huge wick rejection. So to me, to get a wick fill of this 6 a.m. candle makes the most sense. 30-minute, you can see here, tagged the lows, closed very bullish. So we're looking for this to continue pushing higher. Now, there is the possibility that this current 30-minute comes down, tags 30-minute lows, and then we can get a better risk to reward. So I would like to see if we can wick these lows. So I'm watching this on the 5-minute here. If we wick these 30-minute lows and the 5-minute starts breaking out, I can take it from here. Do you trade your own account or Topstep accounts? This is me trading on my Topstep accounts, man. This is my Topstep accounts. I do trade my own accounts as well, but majority of my trades are on my Topstep accounts. Which I did just take the... don't push from here, Goldie. Give us a little bit of a wick. Again, if we do buy gold, previous 30-minute highs would be quick management, because like I say, we are very, very, very overextended. Yeah, I mainly trade my Topstep accounts. I've been trading them for all this month. I did just take a final payout of the month, which is nice. So taking out over $10,000 this month from Topstep, which is pretty cool. Let me see here. Look, taking out here. This is what I've just done this morning. I just took this out this morning. This is what I took out Friday, and this is what I took out at the start of the month. So this month alone, I've taken out $10,000 US in payouts, which is pretty cool. Pretty cool. So yeah, my focus is mainly trading my Topstep accounts. Oh, there you go. There's Goldie pushing. But you know, me back in the day, if I took out $10,000 a month from just Topstep, it's like, man, that would have sustained my travels for a long, long, long time. Or that can go towards building my personal account. $10,000 in a single month of payouts is enough to start slowly building personal. So I wouldn't trade personal until you have like access to way more capital than you can use here on Topstep. Like on Topstep, you know, you can have 5 accounts. So I would use these as much as you can before starting to trade personal. Would you focus on one combine, or would you recommend doing 2 to 3 copy trades? It depends on where you're at, to be honest, man. It depends on where you're at. You know, if you haven't yet got payouts, just focus on the one. Goldie's starting to push it, guys, and may get back in here soon. It's kind of a little bit choppy here. Let me just have a quick look at silver. Where's silver? If you've not had payouts yet, you know, don't... Oh, look at that silver, great run. Damn, silver buys. Look at that. Beautiful. If you haven't had any payouts yet, there's no point focusing on copy trading. If you're getting consistent payouts, cool, you want to start adding some accounts. Or if you're trading consistently. The benefit of trading more accounts is, you know, you can trade smaller size and have access to more capital. But the downside, which we have to obviously talk about, is the fact that you can also lose a lot very quick. So if you don't yet have full self-control, which is absolutely okay, don't start adding more accounts, because it will set you back for even longer. Targets for silver, man. I would be targeting where we're at right now. Me personally, I would be playing it here. And that would be I'd be out of silver right there personally. What's that? It's a great push. Great push. Especially because this current hourly, we're 4 minutes in and we're opening up. So at any point, this hourly could wick all the way back down. So if I was long silver, personally, I'd be managing here. Could you have some runners into all-time highs? Maybe. I mean, I'd be happy, especially you got a great entry, David. You take it from here to here. Like, to me, that's a great trade, man. Great trade. Nice job on the silver longs. Goldie, I'll be watching here, see if you find some resistance to pull back. Personally, I won't buy gold this high. Which one do you prefer, 50k or 150? Neither, man. I'm trading the hundreds. I like the hundreds. I like both. You know, again, I've had great payouts just trading 50s. I think I did a post on it one time. I think I had my 50k account. I grew to like over 30 green days. You guys who were on the retreat, I shared that. So it doesn't, you know, it doesn't really matter too much. When was the retreat? You guys remember I traded a 50k account all the way until 5 payouts, and all the way until like 35 green days, $200 green days as well. I can't remember exactly where it was. I have it somewhere, but yeah, like I say, I think both are great. All of them are good. Where is it? Okay, I posted it somewhere. I can't remember exactly where it is. But for me personally, like I'm always trading pretty similar. Oh, there you go. So this is my Goldie's just kind of wicking out the highs here, guys. This was my, again, I posted this a good while ago, but this was trading at 50. 32 green days. Here's a reminder, you don't need huge lots, you don't need 5+ instruments, you need consistency. Can I make this bigger? Can I make it bigger? No. Let me see if you guys can see this. Let me zoom in a little bit here. No, that doesn't help, does it? Let me move this here. Again, look, and this was just trading at 50. Took this account up to over $9,000 in profit. Look at that. Great consistency. So again, this is just using a 50. 32 green days of $200 or more. And it's just trading the same consistent size as if I was using a 50 or 100 or 150. Gold wicking out the highs, guys. This one I said I don't want to buy here because that's that previous 30-minute high that if you wick out these highs in the first 6 minutes of the hourly open, you could get a bit of a sell-off here. Saber silver. So yeah, I would focus on just the one account. Nearly passed my first 50k combine, no red days. Nice. Yep, absolutely, Corey. Yep, they'll come, man. Accept them. You got a good cushion now, so you don't have to worry too much about trying to not get the red days. If you have a couple of red days, you still should be massively green, which is amazing, man. Yeah, it's a great trade, Sean. Great trade, man. Great silver trade. Yeah, yep, definitely, man. A lot of people are going Timberland. Yep, 100%. And that's the thing. The same with I've closed it now, but did I close it? Oh yeah, here. Like here. These are times where, you know, when you start, you peak some new highs and then you drop off and then you get back up and then you drop off. Like that's where people just full tilt and just blow the whole entire account. But again, your trading equity curve is just going to be just like the markets. You're going to have good times, bad times, good times, bad times. But overall, as long as you're growing consistently, that's all that matters. Do you go aggressive in the challenge phase or you take it easy? I take a little bit more risk, but I don't want I don't go too crazy. I want an equity curve like silver on the daily chart. Me too. We're getting the consistent down and bam. Yeah, that would be very nice. Very nice. So look at that, Goldie wicking up previous 30-minute highs. Big wick rejection there. So if I was buying where we were, I would be out at their break even anyway. Still trading abroad? Yeah, I'm still here traveling and trading, man. We're in Spain right now. Still in Europe, traveling around. Still traveling around. Although I do miss having a nice proper home. I love traveling, but I also do miss having a good proper home setup and be able to unpack fully. But yeah, still traveling around. We're still traveling around for pretty much most of this year, to be honest. I do believe Goldie has the potential to have a bit of a pullback here. Like I say, I don't want to short gold, but look how many times we're bouncing over this trend line now. Depends, to be honest, man. How long do I stay at per location? Depends. If I was on my own, you know, just a couple of days, couple of weeks, depends if I like it or not. I just go. But when I'm traveling with Kate and Sammy, you know, with the dog, it's tough to move too much. So yeah, I'm staying like at least like a month in a place at a time. Because like I said, we get a bit tired of constantly packing up and packing again. So yeah, we're kind of doing at least a month at a time. I've been to Portugal. Yeah, I've been to Portugal. Yeah, Portugal's beautiful. I haven't been up north in Portugal. I went to Lisbon a while ago. I would like to go further up north and see what that's more about. Absolutely. Yeah, 100%, Corey. That's it, man. Get consistent. Bounce. I can travel with the family and make money. Yep, 100%, man. That's what I used to love. Yeah, going on traveling, going on holiday, and coming back with more than what I went with. It's the best thing ever. Like, I think I spoke about that when I went to Europe last year or the year before, maybe, to visit family. I made more when I was going to Europe to see my family than what I did when I was back home. Yeah, after a few weeks to go, I always want a base somewhere. Yeah, 100% Sean. Yeah, that's what we're kind of looking forward to, having a base where we can just unpack and still travel in between. That's what makes it much easier. It can be very I absolutely love traveling and trading, but it can get a little bit tough just constantly packing up and unpacking all the time. So we like to do a good couple of months at a time now. Like, we're set up here in Spain until at least at least March, April time. Nice, get a visit Finland in summer so I can race your my supercar. Absolutely, man. That would be sick. That would be sick. Let's have a look. NQ still squeezing, filled in the gap on NQ, still squeezing high. I do believe NQ can have a bit of a pullback. Goldie just kind of chopping a little bit. What should be the lot size for new traders? 1 micro, the smallest lot size possible. The size for new traders is practice accounts and not even worrying about making a single dollar. Practice accounts and getting as good as you can. Don't even worry too much about a beautiful downside. Not even trying to worry about making a dime. Worry about just trading consistently, a very, very small size. Talking about summer, it's 45 degrees in Adelaide. That's crazy. 45 degrees. That's insane. It's pretty cold here in Spain, but it looks nice and sunny today. We had a lot of rain days, but it looks nice today. Goldie just kind of ranging a bit here, guys. Goldie ranging. Silver is basically at a level where you would be taking profit because you're at the second touch of the trend line. Like this. Trend line coming down like this. Another trend line coming down like this. So what would have been a great, look at this, great silver trade. Again, pre-London. But here, look at this. Came down, tagged lows, broke out, pulled back, another leg higher. Like, that was a great. It's kind of what we wanted to see on gold. You know, here, the great breakout, pull back. We want to see that next leg higher. Look, it's pretty similar. So gold couldn't quite get there. Yeah, I probably would assume so. I mean, yes and no. Not really. 30-minute looks pretty good. Hourly's kind of closed bullish above the hourly highs. But yeah, overall, it definitely could. You've already, because you have moved so much there on gold. Because you've ripped up 650 ticks. You've sold off 400. You've ripped up another almost 600. So yeah, it wouldn't be too surprising. Do you stay in Airbnbs? Yep, always in Airbnbs, man. Yeah. It's the nicest having like nice apartments, both like hotel rooms and good Wi-Fi, etc. So. Yeah, maybe. I'm personally still not really a Morningstar, but it is a nice liquidity grab. Personally, I'm not going to buy gold here. It's too high for me personally. It's too high, it's too choppy. If it could go sideways, and I would look back and go, it was no surprise to see it go sideways. Do you have targets? Yeah, you kind of do have targets. But like I say, you know, you're buying all-time high resistance as opposed to buying earlier at support. So do we want to buy at resistance or do we want to buy at support? Well, I mean, I want to be a buyer at support. So for me, do I care to squeeze out a couple of ticks trying to buy this high now above previous hourly highs? No, not at all. Zero interest to buy gold here, personally, guys. If it moves, that's fine. I'm happy to miss it. Are you better off trading one micro in a personal account or through someone like Topstep? Well, I just again, like, why would you? It depends on what stage you're at. If you're new to trading, it's like, why would you trade your own money? Why would you trade, you know, one micro on your? What would be the benefit of trading one micro on your own account as opposed to trading on Topstep? If I was trading on Topstep, then there's zero risk of my own capital. Therefore, it removes a lot of the psychological pressure. You can trade your own accounts. That's what I did in the early days. And again, I just blew loads of accounts and loads of unnecessary money. Whereas if I used that same couple of $1,000, put it into funded accounts, I would have been way further ahead. Nice, Tom. Nice. Cheap in hotels. Yeah, exactly, man. Get some peace in the mountains. Yeah, incredible, man. That'd be beautiful. Yeah, nice one. Yeah, definitely would, man. You did a great trade, man. Great trade. Travel on my own? No, I travel with my girlfriend and dog. I used to travel and trade a lot on my own, but now I travel with my girlfriend and dog. Does my dog count as my friend? Up in the mountains, that'd be beautiful, man. The old travel trading videos are a great watch. Yeah, you can go watch the old travel trading videos. Look at this. These are the OG. These are the best ones. This is when I was just travel trading. Like, this 5 years ago. That's crazy. 5 years ago. That's mad. So these are all old travel trading ones. Traveling around Poland, Istanbul, in Spain, Barcelona, Valencia. Look at this, Thailand. I'm just gonna go back and watch all the old ones here. This is all before the old streaming days. Young naive Aaron. It is still doing the same thing we're doing here now. Do I look any different? Maybe. This was more so when I was swing trading currencies as opposed to day trading futures now. So it's a pretty good watch. Look at that, 4x with Aaron. What a guy. Yeah, the OG travel trading videos. Oh, look at that, silver still pumping here, guys. Silver still pumping. Gold may push, but again, I'm not interested in buying gold from here, guys. If gold does push, that's fine. I don't want to buy gold here. Some guy. Other than that, what else do we have? We got silver on the absolute crazy rip. Again, if I was a buyer on silver, where would I be a buyer on silver? It's back down here, or maybe even here. Would I be a buyer here on silver? No. Same as this hourly fake out here. To me, this is just way too high. I'd rather be buying down here on the lower time frame, not here. Same as gold. If we look at gold realistically, where do I want to be a buyer on gold? Was the buy set up earlier from down here, or was it from up here? Well, it was from down here. So do we want to start buying here just because we weren't on the charts here when this is where we know we should be buying? Of course not. If you know you should be buying from there, however you just weren't on the charts, do you start buying up here out of pure FOMO? Absolutely not. That's where everyone goes wrong. So you kind of have to just accept it and wait. Yeah, silver to all-time highs would be a massive trade. I agree, man. I agree. Doesn't look too surprising as well, to be honest. It's a real shame to not be in this. It's a very, very, very nice push-up. A very nice push-up. Let's see if you guys have shared any London Open trades since we last looked. Let's have a look. Remember, if you guys on YouTube, if you want to share some trades, if you hashtag London Open at TopstepTV at myself, I will see your guys' trades. It's just at the Aaron Trades. Let me see if we got any London Opens here. Let's see. Oh, nice. There you go. When was this? 23rd. Last Friday. Look at this. 30-minute chart. Possible bounce point. Yes, I think it was exactly the bounce point on gold as well. But I think we did end up then get long. Are you buying that low? It's pretty aggressive to want to buy there. You have to remember, if gold's going to find some support, it's not just going to reject and rip out of nowhere. It's going to reject, it's going to re-grab the lows, and then it's going to push. So this was a nice buy point here on gold. I did take them buys on Friday. But look, where was that? Where was it here? Here? You reject, you re-grab the lows, and then you push. So there's no point trying to call tops and lows, highs and lows on gold. Because if you are going to create a high and low, you're going to reject, you're going to re-grab it, and then you're going to have the push. And that's what creates that perfect morning and evening style play. So you reject, you re-grab the lows, you break out, and then you push. So that was an absolutely bounce point. But again, I would say don't try and call the lows just yet. Gold's just not going to hit support and hit resistance and bounce out of nowhere. But still, again, good to see the charts. Look at this, another one here. Oh, we already saw that one. Nice. Remember, guys, hashtag London Open at Topstep at the Aaron Trades, and I'll see your guys' position because we're hitting 870 followers on X. Nice, very nice. Where are we, Goldie? Goldie's still breaking higher, guys. But look at this intraday price action. Very, very choppy. Very choppy. Let's see. Region. Come on, Goldie, wake up a bit. Goldie being a little bit tough here for London, guys. Remember, it's only Monday morning. But again, is Goldie being tough at London Open, or has Gold already had great setups today? Personally, I think Gold's had great setups today already. I remember Wednesday is going to be the big day for the markets. The big day for the markets. You have a lot of news coming Wednesday. To me here on gold, guys, gold looks like you want to sell off a little bit. Again, I'm not gonna start selling it, but gold does look like we want to short. Whereas silver is still absolutely booming. Now remember, if you went on to buy gold where we kind of know we should be buying, that doesn't mean you start chasing it for no reason. Don't trade out of frustration. If you had a great setup but you simply weren't on the charts, that's trading. Like I say, it's only Monday morning. January has been a very, very, very good month as well. Oh yeah, exactly, Sean. Yeah, never, man, never. Rarely get back-to-back A+ setups in the hour. Exactly, man. And this was an this buy on gold pre-long wasn't absolutely an A+ setup. It's more than A+ setup. This was this was absolutely an A+ setup. So if this is an A+ setup, but we simply weren't on, do we start taking E-quality trades here? No, we don't. Exactly. If you get an A+ setup, say, man, that's you done for the day. If not, at least done for that session. Especially with this big of a move, and more importantly, where are we at? Why would we get an A+ buy setup at previous hourly highs at resistance? Check out my trade with the Aaron Trades. Forgot to hashtag London Open. Let's have a look, man. We got time. Let's have a look. Yeah, it's a great way to think about it, Sean, man. It's a great way. How do I see tagged? Let me see, man. Buying NQ. Let's have a look, man. This one, is this the trade here? Is this the one? 15-minute time process on the down. Nice, 6 buying commits. Already in the down. Nice, nice, nice. You're in from a very, very, very good area, man. Great area. Big trend line coming down. It's already having a great bounce on support. So again, you know, you compare this to gold. If we try to buy gold right now, we're buying all-time high resistance. Doesn't make sense. Whereas here, even though it's the Dow, you're still taking the buy at nice support, which, like Sean said last week, trade location is very, very, very important. So this is a nice, very nice trade, man. Very, very nice trade. Good hold as well. Great hold. Where is it looking from? Yeah, look at that, getting a great push. So you're trading the Dow, looking to trade Dow back up into that high. That is a very, very, very nice trade, man. Like I say, great hold. Sometimes it's easy to see these, you know, these big winning trades. But I think what's so great here is actually holding this, holding the position. So lovely, lovely trade, man. Lovely trade. Good hold. Nicer move than Goldie so far. But you're tagging in two tweets. Can you see him? Let me see, man. I don't think so. Let me have a look. Maybe I missed it. If you hashtag London Open, I will definitely see it. Let me see, man. Oh, yep. Here. Sorry, man. Yeah, I didn't see it. If you hashtag London Open and at TopstepTV as well, build the London Open community, I'll definitely see it. But I think it is this one, which is which again, this is a lovely trade. That was the buy earlier, I believe. Great bounce. Again, you're buying into some nice targets left. Look at that, $837 on a Monday. Beautiful trade. Beautiful trade, man. Nice. Look at that. Nice, just quick intro scalp. You had a nice. I can't draw here unfortunately, but you should be able to see my mouse. See my mouse? You had a nice liquidity grab here. Closure back above. Buying here. Great trade, man. Great trade. Look at that, lovely. Lovely trade, man. Really good trade. Clean trade. They're the trades you want. Clean price action with upside targets. Really have that right here on gold. Nice trade, man. Very nice trade. Did I miss any other ones? Oh, yep. You had another one here as well. Look at this. Wow, look at that. Beautiful. On the 1 minute. Nice. Getting the 1 minute scalps in there. I think that's pretty similar to the trade that we spoke about as well. As a beautiful push. Look at that. It's a great one. Look at that lovely price action as well, man. And a great trade. Your liquidity grab. You get clear targets. Boom. Very nice. Good job, man. Good job. That's on a Monday as well. On a Monday morning before London's even opened. That's what we like to see. Look at this on silver, guys. Silver just absolutely ripping here. Yeah, much cleaner markets this month compared to December. Yeah, 100%, man. The markets this month have just been incredibly clean. That we, you know, like I say, these are the months that we have to maximize. Because next month, you know, the markets might go quiet. They might give poor price action. But because the price action has been so good this month, we have to maximize these months. You know, markets, you know, you might have a little bit of a loser month next month. That's normal. But because the markets have been so good this month, like it's been just quality setup, just like every single day, just keep buying gold, keep buying gold. The amount of money that's been on the table this month is crazy. So if you haven't maximized this month, you have to go back and reflect and look at why. Because next month might not be as easy. But when you maximize these months, you know, if you have a loser month next month, it doesn't matter. You're still up overall in the year, which is going to happen. You're going to have good months. You're going to have losing months. But if you maximize these months on gold, which has just been so nice, just crazy, beautiful runs higher, trendline liquidity breakout, super simple. Then you got a great cushion coming into February and even into March. Yeah, that's crazy, Sean. Trade would have been 1,500 moving to all-time highs. One micro, nice. How much did you take out of it, man? One micro, all-time high, 1,500. That's crazy. Silver is mad. Look at this. Nice, Tom. We'll do up this, man. Knocked out of the day. Pretty sure I pay out coming. Oh, nice, nice, nice. First one ever. Amazing, man. Amazing, Tom. I'll check after this, man. Great work. First payout. That's amazing. Good to see you on the comeback, Tom. That's amazing. So silver's coming to the all-time highs, guys. Goldie is just doing absolutely nothing, unfortunately. There's very, 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 very choppy price action. You just had the 30-minute closure, still closing bullish. But again, I'm not going to buy gold here. 1,300 on the fresh free combine. Nice. Very nice, man. 1,300 on Monday. Combine or XFA is a great trade, man. Absolutely done for the day. Great trade. Unfortunately, the market that we trade for London Open is doing absolutely nothing. New XFA for tomorrow. Nice. Amazing, man. Amazing. Look at this silver. Again, silver looks clean, you guys, but well, why are we not trading silver? Well, by the time we jumped in, silver's already all the way up here. The buys on silver are down here. They're not going to start buying silver here. These could have easily just ranged or sold off. If you're buying at the liquidity, I want to be buying into the liquidity. There you go, new all-time highs on silver. Look at that. Huge. Absolutely insane. Crazy, crazy, crazy. So, YouTube guys, Monday morning, gold is doing absolutely nothing, unfortunately. Gold coming very close to the all-time highs. Gold's already had a pretty perfect setup today, but we are just ranging. You got silver at all-time highs. Silver again, the buys were pre-London before we were able to jump on, so you kind of just have to accept it and wait. So, for me personally, guys, I'm not going to sit here and watch it any longer, because if I sit here and watch it, I'll end up doing something I'm going to regret. To me, there's no buys here on gold. There's also no sells given how bullish gold is. So, the discipline and patience is going to have to pay. It's only Monday morning. We have all New York later on. We also have all week to trade. So I will keep it short and sweet here today, guys. We'll be right back again tomorrow. Hopefully gold doesn't rip without us pre-London. But again, trade safe, guys. Be careful trading gold this high. And I'll see you guys same time again tomorrow. I'll talk to you guys soon. Peace.